do 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 do. Do 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 Yep, that's the Mario theme of this video actually, which I did reference it in this review actually. So yeah, so today guys, I am going to be doing my movie review. This is the first new movie that I am going to be reviewing on my channel since the Sea Beast back in July of 2022. So yeah, so before I go, I'm gonna say this. Bing! Oh! I did that Super Mario jump right over there. So yeah, so before I go, I'm gonna say this. Cue the intro. Let's go! That's right, I am going to be reviewing this movie right now, considering that this movie is making a lot of money at the box office. It's so far the highest grossing movie of 2023 so far. So yeah, and it is guaranteed to make $1 billion actually. So yeah, which that would be really exciting actually. So yeah, so without further ado, let's start this movie review right now actually. So yeah, so without further ado, let's start it right now actually. So yeah, the Hey guys, this is Evan's Disney's Film Corner 2023 here, and today, guess what guys? And today I am going to be reviewing the Super Mario Bros. Movie, came in the year of 2023. So yeah, so I'm going to read this plot on the internet. So yeah, so basically what the plot's about, with the help of Princess Peach, Mario gets ready to square off against the powerful Bowser to stop his plans from conquering the world. So yeah. So that's basically what the plot's about this movie. So yeah, so I did remember that this movie was in was originally going to be made at Sony, but in 2017, Illumination was thinking about doing a Super Mario Bros. Movie, but it was actually officially announced in January of 2018. It was actually officially announced that they are officially making a Super Mario Bros. Movie by Illumination. Which honestly, yeah. And also, Nintendo president Shigeru Miyamoto, which, sorry I mispronounced his name, but that's okay. But yeah, that stated that the film was, moving along smoothly and expected for a 2022 release. He said actually, which honestly, yeah. And speaking of 2022, fun fact, this movie was originally going to come out on December 21st of 2022, but it got delayed until April 7th of 2023, and Puss in Boots: The Last Wish took its old release date, which honestly, I definitely think Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is definitely much more suitable to come out in December, actually, which honestly, yeah, I definitely think it's much more of a suitable movie to come out in December than this movie, actually, because this feels more like a spring movie. So yeah, but yeah, even though this movie actually was originally going to come out on Friday, April 7th, but it got moved up until April 5th of this year, just to break box office records, actually. So yeah, but honestly, yeah, even though a lot of people weren't happy when it was first announced that Chris Pratt was going to voice Mario, everyone was really mad that they thought Charles Martinet was going to voice Mario, but no. But honestly, yeah. But so yeah, guys. So what do I think of this movie? I have to say, this was a fun movie. This is a great film, even though I do have some issues with this movie, but that's okay. It's still a lot of fun, actually. Like, it's still a fun Illumination movie. I had a blast watching this movie. It's definitely a fun movie, actually. And honestly, speaking of one of the stuffs I got for Easter, I actually got this Bowser shirt, which honestly looks really cool. Actually, it says Bowser King Koopa, which honestly looks really cool and awesome. Actually, so yeah, and also yeah, and also and also I definitely thought that. But we'll get into the animation later. But honestly, yeah, this movie is also made by Illumination, actually, which honestly, yeah. Which I honestly think Illumination's not that bad, actually. Which honestly, yeah. But honestly, yeah, yeah. And also, and also let's talk about the cast of this movie, which honestly, yeah, Chris Pratt's Mario, which I do like Chris Pratt. He's definitely a great actor. I mean, he did voice both Emmett in the Lego Movie and Barley and and Barley learned in Lordford in Barley from Onward. And I thought he did a really good job voicing Mario, despite not sounding like Charles Martinet. He still did a really good job, actually. And honestly, yeah, even though some people would criticize him, but in his voice in this movie, but honestly, I actually really thought his voice acting in this movie was actually really good. So yeah, um, which honestly, yeah, I definitely did find his voice acting of this movie was really good as well. And also, Charlie Day's Luigi was also really great and also really funny as well. Excuse me, guys, I just burped. So yeah, and also, Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach was fantastic. I mean, I definitely think she's perfect to play Princess Peach because her personality and is really good as well. And also, yeah, and also, Keiko Michael Key as Toad. I know, there are people on the internet but that would compare, I actually saw, people on the internet that would actually compare, that actually compared Toad in this movie to Perito from Prison Break Last Wish, which I can see why because of his, optimism and, actually his, humor, actually. Which honestly, yeah, I can definitely see it. So yeah, which honestly, yeah, I definitely thought Keiko Michael Key was also really good. And Steph Rogen was also great as Donkey Kong, actually. He was fantastic. Like, honestly, yeah. And also really funny as well. And also, yeah. And also, especially, Jack Black as Belter was also fantastic. And also, he's absolutely hilarious in this movie as well. Like, honestly, yeah. Like honestly, Jack Black honestly felt like he was having so much fun making this movie. Actually, he honestly feels like he had a time of his life while making this movie, which honestly, yeah. And also, Charles Martinet did voice a character in this movie. He actually voiced Mario's dad, which honestly I thought he did really good as Mario's dad. Which honestly, even though wasn't the voice of Mario in this movie, but that's okay. I mean, at least he voiced a character in this movie with Mario's dad. So yeah. And now let's talk about the music and the score of this movie, which is actually composed by Brian Taylor, which also who composed Crazy Rich Asians, and he also composed um he also composed For the Dark World, and he also composed um he also composed movies such as Now You See Me, Age of Ultron, Iron Man 3, and the Expendables trilogy, and especially Rambo Angel Eye, which honestly, yeah. Which honestly, I thought his score of this movie is fantastic. I mean, that I really love how he actually incorporated the game's music into this movie, which honestly was really fantastic. And also, yeah. And also, yeah. Even though I'm not gonna go into spoilers actually, but that's okay. I mean, yeah. But there's also a song in this movie called Peaches, which is sung by Jack Black, who played Bowser. Which honestly, that song was absolutely fantastic. It was hilarious in this movie, even though it only lasts for a minute. But that's okay. I mean, yeah, it was fantastic, and also yeah. And now let's talk about the animation of this movie. Honestly, this is honestly Illumination's best looking animation. It's honestly, yeah. Even though I would say the upcoming Migration honestly looks like Illumination's best looking movie, considering that the everything in the movie looks into as everything in that movie honestly looks gorgeous. Like especially the forest actually looks like a painting, which honestly looks fantastic. And honestly, yeah, I honestly cannot wait for Migration, which comes out later this year on December 22nd of 2023, which I also cannot wait for that movie as well. So also, yeah. And also, yeah, the animation of this movie is fantastic. I mean, yeah, I love the worlds, and I love the worlds in this movie of Mario. They look fantastic. They look gorgeous, and honestly, yeah, they honestly look absolutely fantastic. And also, yeah. So yeah, guys. So I have nothing else to say about this movie. So yeah. So overall, I have nothing else to say about the Super Mario Bros. Movie. So yeah. So if you haven't seen the Super Mario Bros. Movie, where have you been? I highly recommend it. So yeah, it is in theaters right now, which I've already seen the movie in theaters on April 6th of this year. April 6th of this year in 2023. So yeah. So I'm gonna give the Super Mario Bros. Movie a 9 out of 10. Great movie. So yeah, guys, what do you think of my movie review on the Super Mario Bros. Movie? So yeah, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe my channel, and make sure to like this video. So yeah, so stay tuned for my movie review on Friday, which will be Puss in Boots: Last Wish. So stay tuned for that on April 14th of this year. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, so I'll see you guys there. And who's your favorite fearless hero? Yep, it's my next review coming this Friday. So yeah, so I'll see you guys later, and bye.